Hello everybody, I am JayLeonardJ, and today we got ourselves the Benson Preamp and the Benson Germanium Preamp. We're going to play both of these and figure out which is the perfect one for your rig. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the bench today is the latest invention from Cris Benson. It is called the Germanium Preamp. Look how pretty it is. It is an overdrive slash amp in a box slash a gain enricher, just something to get your guitar and take it to that next level of just ferocity. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you might see there's a little bit of a resemblance to this earlier pedal by Benson, just simply called the Preamp. Well, they're kind of like brothers. The only difference being they took out the FET transistor, the first one in the Preamp, and replaced it with a germanium gain stage. So it's kind of like a mixture of the Benson Germanium boost and the Benson Preamp to create something, even though looking very, very similar and having very similar functionality, really different responses. They both have very unique sounds, and both, in my opinion, sound fantastic. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to grab myself my McMall Heartbreaker. I'm going to plug it into a Tone King Imperial, and I'm going to show you the differences between the two pedals, what I think they're really good for, and how I would use them, the places where I think I would get the most out of them. So let's plug these two together, and hopefully we can figure out which is the perfect one for your rig. All right, we're wired up, ready to go. We got preamp, we got Germanium Preamp, same layout, bass, treble, drive, and volume. Internally, they're very, very similar as well. The main difference being this one swaps out that first FET transistor with a germanium transistor gain stage. And it's a unique setup, actually, because the germanium transistor is self-biasing, so it's always going to be operating in that sweet spot no matter where you are in the world, what temperature. It's a very stable circuit, really cool stuff. Now it's going to lead to different sounds. Let's go hear what that sound is. I have everything pretty much at the same setting except for volume, because this one does need a little bit more juice to get the same output. And let's hear what it sounds like. This is the guitar and the amp on its own. This is the Benson Preamp. And this is the Germanium Preamp. You can hear that difference immediately. You can hear that extra saturation here. You can hear this one's a little bit more rounded, a little bit more full. Let's get them in a place where I like to get the most out of it, and that I like to push the treble on the Germanium Preamp. Let's turn down the bass a little bit too. And then on this one, let's turn down the treble as opposed to turning it up and do the same thing. So, what I'm hearing is a lot more saturation here, and it has a much quicker attack. Really good for lead lines because I don't really have to hit as hard. On the other side, it's stickier sounding. Has a little bit of a sag in the attack, almost like a small tube amp. And it really wants me to milk it. There's more space between the notes, and I feel like I have to work a little bit harder because it wants me to get every ounce of that energy. Yeah, smoother, there's a little bit more richness here. Let's go down a little bit. You can tell that this gets a little bit cleaner. This has a little bit more attack, doesn't it? Just overall smoother. The vibe I'm getting here is this almost reminds me of like a JTM 45, and this is like a super lead where this one feels a little bit more tight, a little bit more saturated, a little bit more even. This one's a little bit richer, but a little bit more like hairy and a little bit more spacious. So it's a very, very different vibe. I feel like this really sticks out where this one just kind of bleeds and swells together. Let's start cranking. This almost gets kind of fuzzy when you turn it up, eh? Like a fuzz pedal. This one still keeps tight like an overdrive. Well, there it is. We got the preamp. We got the Germanium preamp. Which one is your favorite? Well, that is it. That is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Check out the links in the description below. And if you want to hear my review on the Germanium preamp, you can check it out on Patreon, because that's where I do all my reviews. I do all my reviews on Patreon, sponsored by the Patreon supporters, and all my demos, tutorials, all the other videos I do right here on YouTube. My question for the subscribers today is, I think you know what it is. If you could pick one of these, which one would it be? Write it in the comment section below. Tell me why. That being said, I'll see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.